So protein is also essential. Some of the new research that's out talks to us specifically about what kind of protein and the amino acid blend. So we know we need protein to build and repair muscles. Protein also helps our body maintain our fluid balance, so it actually keeps the fluid in your bloodstream and keeps it from seeping out into your tissues where you might see like ankle and hand swelling. Promotes immune function, which we all want when you're in a gymnasium with athletes and parents. You're going to be exposed to lots of good bugs floating around, so keep that immune system strong. The research now is telling us that there is a specific amino acid called leucine that is actually involved in muscle synthesis. Most protein sources contain leucine, but protein sources from animals contain a higher concentration. So eating low-fat meat and low-fat dairy products is going to be a great way to get that blend of that amino acid. So you're actually using that protein to its best. Your body's going to use it best. So athletes or officials or recreational activity people, if you're a vegetarian, you're just going to need to be a little more specific about the food choices that you choose to get that good balance for muscle building. Here are some examples of good protein sources. So we've got some animal proteins, so meat like beef, chicken, and turkey, fish, eggs, and dairy products. So those are your proteins that come from animal sources. And then we have plant proteins, so your nuts, seeds, beans, and lentils. So those are also protein source. They just are going to have a different blend because they come from a plant and not an animal. Animal proteins could possibly have more iron in them, so another good ingredient component to think about when you're choosing protein sources. So just to give you an idea of what you might need in a day. On average, I usually say about 90 grams of protein is a good place for average people to be. We actually determine protein needs based on weight. We can use ideal weight to do that. An ounce of meat has 7 grams of protein, and a cup of milk has 8 grams of protein. So if you have a meal that has 3 or 4 ounces of protein and a cup of milk, you're easily going to get 30 to 40 grams of protein at that meal, which if you had 3 times a day is going to get you to that 90 to 100 grams of protein. That's mostly adequate for everyone. Some endurance or bodybuilding type athletes, we might go a little bit higher, but we're probably not going to get much higher than 150 grams a day just to continue to be safe and not overtax their kidneys. So very easy to get the protein you need with food sources.